Welcome to Team Tiggio Court TV, where we upload videos every single day. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share our videos.
Do I have a Jacqueline Alayan here? Do I have any employee of Brownstown Forest View or anybody from Brownstown Forest View? Sir, your name?
Alexander Ortiz.
Mr. Kerman, your client pled guilty previously under section 771.1 to telephone harassment. He was referred for a screening and for a pre-sentence report. Have you had the opportunity to review the report with him, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Your Honor, I have. There are not at this time, but just something I want to emphasize that currently Mr. Ortiz is a stay-at-home father, has 5 young children, all of whom are in school. He's doing some side construction jobs, but he's got his hand full with his children. Otherwise, factually accurate, and would ask the court to adopt the recommendations of probation, please.
I just want to make sure that Jacqueline Alayan is not here, Lisa. She's not here?
No, not on Zoom.
All right. Sir, is there anything that you would like to say?
I apologize to the court and my family.
Do you think any of these actions were appropriate here?
No, sir.
I don't, first of all, the calling her at her business repeatedly when they told you not to call is unacceptable. Let's take that and multiply that by 3. You're continuing to call there after the police told you not to when they were at the property. On a scale of 1 to 10, that's a 10 that you still did that. You threatening to shoot up the place on a scale of 1 to 10 is 100,000. I don't understand these threats of violence out there anymore. In this day and age, when we got crazy people running all over the country that think that shooting people is fun, you don't threaten to shoot up a place. Maybe there's some demented human being in the world that would find that amusing. I'm not demented, and I don't find it the least bit amusing. I'm telling you, you have any contact with that outfit over there, I'm telling you, you're going to jail for the rest of the probationary period that I can possibly give you. For the balance of the jail term that I can possibly give you. Do you understand that? I don't even know how to handle this no contact. They have children. How are we going to handle that? He scares the devil out of me throwing.
We don't have children. That was behind us. I'm not a threat at all.
You threaten to blow up a building and people.
I probably will never see that again. Your Honor, he no longer has any reason whatsoever to be in contact with the facility or anything.
I just don't know what to do with these anymore. I mean, somebody has a bad day and they think they can threaten people. I just don't get it. Probation 771. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance of any unit of government. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation immediately. You have to report as directed. You're not to go near Brownstown Forest View, 19341 Allen Road in Brownstown. You're not to contact them. You're not to call them, write them, text them, email them, go anywhere near them. You're not to have any contact with Jacqueline Alayan. No contact with her at all. You're to attend a psychiatric evaluation and treatment if recommended. You're to attend an anger management program with 8-week follow-up. So again, you're not to go near Brownstown, Forest View, 19341 Allen Road in Brownstown. No contact with Jacqueline or Leon. You're not to possess firearms of any kind. You're not to possess dangerous weapons of any kind. You're to obtain and maintain employment and provide proof, and you're also to obtain a high school diploma or GED. You're to clear all your warrants within 30 days. Five-days court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that for a total of $175. Fines $100, costs $125, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, $350 screening fee, $60 for 410. Probation fees are $240 for 650. We have court work program fees of $175. Your total is $825. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. This could have been a lot worse. Do not do that again. Give me a review hearing date, please, Lisa.
September 3rd of 26 at 9 o'clock.
September 3rd of 26 at 9 a.m. Now, can he pay all this today? How much do you have today? I'm sorry? When are you going to be able to pay this?
In a week.
I don't need you to pay it all in the week. You pay $100 per week. How's that? And I'll start it beginning on September 29th. Can you do that? If you don't have the money, you come to the court. I'll be glad to give you an extension, or you call the court on it before the due date, and I'll be happy to give you an extension. Whoa, scary. Good luck. You'll meet with probation before you leave. Todd Rutherford,
Thank you.
25R253193. Good morning, Mr. Shemke.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Shemke, appearing to get my client in Brooks, be standing behind the about.
Your name, sir?
Todd Rutherford.
This is a disorderly charge.
Yes, Your Honor, there's an company case for Brownstown as well, but as to this case, waiting for reading my client's statement.
I'll enter a not guilty plea. $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol. There being an allegation that he was disorderly because he was intoxicated, at least in part. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana, no contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You cannot leave the state. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You understand all that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? And we're going to give you October 16th. That's when you need, right? Or
Yes, Your Honor, I was going to ask for the second, but I spoke with the prosecutor for Rockland. He's not here on the
that's
second.
fine. October 16th, please say at
8:30.
8:30. Okay? All right. So you can go down the hall, sir. They're going to give you a paper notice and we'll see you back here. Do you have any questions?
Your Honor, I believe that there's one other company case for Mr. Rutherford upstate from there as well.
Todd Jeffrey Rutherford. This is file number 25B149205A and B.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Shemke, appearing to get my client's case, my legal.
Phone.
Whose phone was that? I'm sorry.
So we got another disorderly public intox.
Yes, Your Honor, these the defense dates were back to back.
And then says he's got and we also got an animal cruelty case going.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any idea what the allegations are?
No, Judge, we're getting the rings.
Keeping or harboring an animal in the kennel or otherwise willfully or negligently caused or permitted the animal to suffer unnecessary discomfort or pain.
If I were to speculate, Your Honor, I believe that my client was driving, we're waiting on a blood alcohol level to come back, and I assume that there was potentially an animal in the vehicle, but the animal was not injured.
But they've got another one here. Left his dog in a 2016 Dodge Ram. Vehicle was not running. The windows were up, the doors were locked, and the engine was off. Dog was beginning to show signs of distress due to the high heat index. Defendant refused to assist police in safely removing the dog. Police had to break the right rear window of the vehicle to remove the dog in order to ensure it would not continue to suffer unnecessary pain or discomfort. All right.
As the arraignment, way forward, the arraignment stands being.
He's got him super drunk.
I believe so, Judge.
Where's the dog at now?
Oh, she's at the house. My dog is very well taken care of, sir. My dog also.
I don't want you to talk about the case at all, sir. You shouldn't. But this was August 6th. Now, unless we were having an unseasonably, and I don't want to talk about it, cool day for August 6th, that would be completely inappropriate. So let's just back it up here. Where's the super drunk charge?
It's in Brownstown, Judge. I've spoken with Ms. Caitlin Foley. We anticipate that case coming to fruition before the next.
Is that in front of me or Judge Hessen?
Judge, it hasn't been,
Charge.
hasn't gone forward yet, but with the blood alcohol came back, I believe. I spoke with Ms. Caitlin Foley, who indicated that there'll be a date that it happens to the court. We're gonna walk him in immediately after, so we'll be seeking to consent.
I need another bond sheet, please. Are you married, sir?
No, sir.
Is there anybody else that lives at the residence with him, Mr. Shemke?
No, Your Honor, I know that he was married. He has fostered and kept good relations with their stepsons, and they're grown, and they don't reside with him.
This is getting a little bit more serious than I anticipated. What's your dog's name?
Sapphire.
All separate offense dates, were they not?
Yeah, nothing close in proximity, but 7 days.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I need everybody to just give me 1 second here. All right, on the B file, 205B, because I'm setting separate bond conditions, these are the bond conditions on this. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to give you your date again momentarily. You're to attend AANA twice a week. We're going to give you a form. You have to go in person. Every time you go, you have to have the form signed. Every time you come to court, you have to bring the form with you. You're not to have any contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You're not to own, possess, or harbor any domestic animal other than that dog. So you're not to acquire any other dogs. You're not to own, possess, or harbor any other domestic animal other than that dog, Sapphire. You're not to be on a SoberLink device by the end of the day. SoberLink device by the end of the day. I'm going to give you a court date, which is going to be on September the 18th as well on this one, Lisa. I'm sorry, on October the... What day did I give you?
October 16th, Judge.
I'm sorry?
The October 16th.
October 16th. And what time did I say on the other one, Lisa?
8:30, Judge.
Thank you. So that's when I'm setting all of these. October 16th at 8:30. And we will go from there, okay? Sir, do you understand all your bond conditions here?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so you can go down the hall and get your notice. You're all set. Make sure you go to AA. Make sure he gets on the SoberLink by the end of the day.
Understood, Judge.
He can talk to probation, okay?
Understood.
Thank you.